Hey everyone, and welcome back to another FGO Thirstday. I hope you are thirsty for some monk! Xuanzang Sanzang, aka Titty Monk. Potato, what is this? You have no AK here? Keeping an eye on you. The holy... I mean, to be fair, her outfit really don't make sense to me. It's like, obviously, like half bikini form here, but... I didn't realize her hair was like, as you see here. That is pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. And I would say she looks kind of cute here with this kind of like sketchy style here. Though, yeah. Oh, there it's popping up. Yeah, she's literally wearing like a bikini under like a robe that's revealing everything, which really don't make much sense to me. I think it's a little bit weird, but and this would honestly makes more sense to me if it was like in the summer event kind of thing. But other than that, I do like Sanzang. She's a pretty neat character. And I like boobies. Caster, female, source GUG, Journey to the West. China, lawful good. 160, yeah. 48. Also was Kainis and Hilder of the Valkyries, pink tier 1. Oh, I didn't know that. Strength E, Constitution D, Agility B, Magical Power A, Luck EX, No Founded A++. What? Isn't that like, what? That is one of the strongest. What the fuck? No Founded Pyramid is A rank in the game pro. A++? That's insanity! My lord! Territory creation A+. One can create a workshop which is an advantage position for themselves as a mage. Because Xuanzang Sanzang possesses a rank A in this, it's possible to create a temple which is superior to a workshop. Strictly speaking, because the orientation of her school mage girl is different, the territory created by Xuanzang Sanzang is not designated as a workshop. Also, it excels in timelines in regard to its creation, so it's practically of created territory on the spot is equivalent to a powerful bounded field. Damn. Tool creation. Xuanzang does not possess a tool creation skills. Divinity D. Xuanzang, who is destined to eventually reach the Buddhahood of the Buddha of Sandalwood Merit, is endowed with divinity skill. Damn. Indeed. Personal skills. High speed sutra chanting A. God damn. The ability to speak magical incantation at an accelerated speed in regard to sutra. Xuanzang is able to finish powerful great magecraft incantation in one step at speed of... God damn. It just makes me think of like Chop Suey. Like, you know, wake up. That is like something going very fast with a sutra there, like done very quickly. Bewitching rosy cheeks. What kind of cheeks, eh? Doesn't like Alexandra have this skill as well? A natural beauty that greatly attracts demonic entities and evil spirits. The higher this skill rank, the more likely one is going to drag those with a demonic nature along with them. Additionally, if one has the divinity skill, it becomes even more likely for demonic enemies to fix their aim at them. Oh. But yeah, doesn't like Alexander and Kid Gil have something similar to this? Maybe not this particular, but if I don't remember wrong, there was something with sheiks at least. Tripitaka's teaching A. The way Sanzang ought to be is as a Tripitaka bonds became a skill. What is that actually? The Buddhist scripture consists of 3 baskets, which is why this Buddhist scripture took the name Tripitaka, 3 baskets. Oh, it demonstrates a person having knowledge in 3 divisions of Buddhist sutra, or in other words, being a Tripitaka bonse. Huh. How about that? Okay, she had 2 novel fandom. Fancy that. I need to moisturize my throat. I need to make it wet. Noble fans Wuxing Shan, Xia Rulai Sang, the 5-element mounted Shakyamuni Tathagata's palm. And it's the one in the anime, in the game, right? Xuanzang Sanzang borrows a small portion of the power of Shakyamuni, who serves as a venerable Buddha and as a teacher of a previous existence in the heavens. The edge of the world that Sun Wukong once reached, that is to say, the very palm of a gigantic Shakyamuni, falls down for the sky and chastised. That was not the one I was thinking on. The antagonist who show contempt for Buddhism. An anti-army, anti-for the noble family, he healed and light of one's paw. Okay, this is not the one I was thinking on because, you know, brrr, pow, and then into a mountain was I thinking on. But this sounds really... Seriously, why don't we have a Sun Wukong servant? That is actually a little bit sus to me. That we don't have a Sun Wukong servant of all things, you know? I think that would be neat. Yibi, Shantan Gongde, Prophet of Future Enlightenment, the Buddha of Sandalwood Merit. Target yourself. I guess this is the one in the game, but it's different from the explanation here. Oh, and also I do play a little music in the background right now, which is Elder Scrolls soundtrack. Because I think it can be nice with a little bit of music in the background like that. Yeah, you know, and scary music is good. Yibi is Santan Gongde, Prophet of Future Enlightenment. It is Sanzang as a kind of a Buddha in the future, as prophesied in the final stage of the journey to the west. In other words, a noble path is derived from the Buddha of Sandalwood Merit. Sanzang's whole body is wrapped in an aureole, and she's temple attained a limit. Wait a moment. Oh. Okay, it's like a Gloria. I was thinking on the nipple thing, which is not far off, but I was like, wait, that's... And she temporarily limited, so a completely different thing. She can repel most attacks in this mode, and although her offensive power is not even that much, she has a high resilience by further being able to repel mental interference and push aside abnormal status attacks. In addition to keeping up a large recovery ability continues around her own position. However, after using this, her entire Saint Guard will be destroyed and Sanzang will disappear. Dude. That would be cool to see in the game. Personality. A bundle of curiosity, Sanzang loves adventure, a figure brimming with a spirit of inquiry towards unknown with an unwavering self-confidence. Although graceful designed as a beautiful and faithful monk, her spirit that is overflowing with a desire to challenge herself as a decoration. Is decorating her facial expression. Decoration, oh man. And it truly does not conceal her nature of having an unyielding spirit. As long as there are the shipping of the adorable songbirds as seen as the morning's rise, and the divine protection, compassion, and guidance of the Honorable Buddha, my journey won't be hindered by anybody and everybody. Sanzang is confident in herself, unlike me, or so it looks like with an open glance of her. As a matter of fact, the reason she is confident in herself is in the regard of the sacred Buddhist religion, so she does not believe in even the slightest in her very own self as such a magnificent person. She is also not self-aware of herself as a talented student. Well, although she remembers only a faint bit concerning her experience of being kicked out of the heavens for having deceived Master Tathagata, in the spur of the moment in the heavens, the root of her is humbled that it's permeated with the depths of her memories. Wait, what? She was from heaven and she'd pull a prank and then got kicked out. What? I had no idea about that. What? That's interesting. Sanzang appears strict, but her nature is gentle. Especially to the weak, she is earnestly kind, and if a person is troubled, she will not forsake them. She is extremely positive thinking oriented, but that's not because she is happy-go-lucky. It's because she has an unshakable belief called being rewarded if one perceives 3 times the hardship. Ah, yeah. If that would happen, I would have been rich a long time ago, man. I'm just saying. Ah, man, I've been poor for 3 people. taking into consideration that she's never mistaken regarding the way of the man. She often becomes lost during her travels, and because she gets lonely when she becomes lost, she cries before long. And then she had Tota helping. Oh no! Tota is cut out of Camelot! No! Who could have thunk? Yes, I will be salty that they cut out 100 Persona and Tota from Camelot movie. Bastards! How dare you do that? Sanzang recognized her master as a disciple. Frankly, she is stricter companion that she deemed as a disciple. Although given that she is expected growth from them that progress them down the tough path of Buddhist disciple, sufficiently to the point that they will receive the same reward like any other Buddhist disciple. When it comes to crunch, she will be gentle either way. And Miss Tsundere Master. A Miss Tsundere? We have someone like that? Who is that referring to? I'm not that sure what that referring to. Because our character is not really Tsundere. Our character is pretty boring when I think about it, actually. We don't have much of a personality, right? I mean, it's obviously because it's gonna be based on the player, so yeah. But still. Not entirely sure about that part, but okay. Speech example. I'm Sanzang. I came into this world so I can guide you to the Honorable Buddha. My class is Kasta. But sorry, I'm an atheist. I do not believe in either Buddha or in Christ or whatever. You have the Honorable Buddha's divine protection. Everything's certainly alright. Everything is as Buddha foreseen. Sure about that? Good thing. Listen, I'm not mistaken. When I'm making a mistake, it's because I'm a moron who can't be helped. Yeah, that sounds about me, alright. But Honorable Buddha, he doesn't make mistakes. Because weak people, foolish people, people showing the way, they all equally guide us the way. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm not really, like, you know, why I'm not releasing myself, like, oh no, they don't make mistakes. Are you really sure about that? Are you really sure that these high entity beings you pray to don't make mistakes? You know. Oh, if only Wukong is here, something like that. Yeah, seriously, delightful. Even Xuanzang want Wukong in the game. Why don't we get Wukong in this game? It's actually really, really weird to me. Because Sun Wukong is such a legendary creature. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I did barely know about Xuanzang at all. The only time I heard about Xuanzang was from Love Hina, of all fucking places. Because Keitaro playing, you know, he get to play the role of the monk, Xuanzang, and then he's supposed to gather his minions like Wukong and shit and like that. And yeah, but Wukong, I've heard lots of Wukong. God. Here is Gyat in Japanese, and there's a sutra falls as Gyate Gyate, Hara Gyate, Hara Sugyate, gone, gone, gone beyond, gone altogether beyond. Well, that sounds like very sad. Character image. A Buddhist priest during the time of the Tang dynasty in 7th century AD. Traveling through the Silk Road in search of the original Buddhist scripture, it results in Xuanzang heading to India from Central Asia before bringing back to China Sutras. Amounting up to 657 items from India, and became the founder of the Chinese Faxiang Buddhist sect. Somehow it does make me think, like, is everyone stealing from India? Because either it's like Xuanzang stealing items there, or Brits. Man, poor India, man. Everyone's stealing from them. Xuanzang is also known as a key character in the Chinese novel Journey to the West. Receiving a command from Guanjin, this beautiful monk, while riding by Yulong, the son of the Dragon King of the West Sea, who transformed into a white horse, had Qitiang Dasheng, Great Sage equal to heaven, Sun Wukong, Sun Xingxie, Tianpeng Yuansha, Martial Canopy, Su Bai, Su Wuneng, and Yuanlian Dayang, Curtain Lifting General, Sha Wujing, Sha Heshang as her disciples. Dude, seriously, you could have awesome servants there, man. you know? And also, I would say I'm a little bit disappointed that Bailong, instead of be transformed to a horse, when he could be a fucking dragon, I assume at least, because he's the son of the Dragon King, you know? That would be cooler. Riding a horse is too mainstream, I'm just saying. She headed for India without ever losing heart in the face of the many monsters obstructing her path. In Journey to the West, it's said that Xuanzang originally lived in the heavens as Jing Shanxi, Golden Cicada, disciple of Shakyamuni, but she fell into a secular lifestyle because of a sudden incident being the impetus. In other words, Xuanzang is the reincarnation of Jing Shanxi. It's because of this that the Demon King and the monster enticed by and tried to eat Xuanzang flesh again and again during the story of Journey to the West. What? If one eats Xuanzang, one gets to acquire tremendous power associated with eternal youth. Shit, man. I guess you become what you eat. Xuanzang had a prophecy of future enlightenment and become the Buddha of sandalwood merit. So she's already not a being that can respond to a past summoning, even if the one done by Chaldean system. Materialism being successful summoned at this time is only because of the exceptional circumstances. The phenomenon called the human order incineration, that alone must be perceived as an extremely serious threat. Yeah, and it makes me wonder, why is Xuanzang a female here? Because I'm pretty sure Xuanzang in original wasn't a female. Xuanzang. Let's see. There we have it. Yeah, from my understanding, it was a dude. So, is there a reason for why they made Xuanzang a titty monk? As I said, I at times I don't mind it. It's just that I think it's interesting if there's actually a reason other than lol boobs, you know, like how they done with Saber. Artoria, they at least they have done. Then again, there's lots of lore they have added to it and made, so it makes sense. But yeah, you know, I think that is. I just want it to be interesting, you know. General armaments. Hello, Shanli. Xuanzang mainly makes use of a bare hand technique that appears to be taught by her teacher in the heavens. Also, she used the weapons and techniques associated with Sun Wukong and her disciples. Although Xuanzang herself is not aware of this situation, Dr. Roman expressed jokingly that the fragment thoughts of her disciple were for the great master may be lurking within her saint graph. Aww. Seriously, I'm sad that we don't have Wukong and stuff like that. That would be so cool. The enlightened one. There's always the Shakyamuni Buddha's divine protection. Therefore, everything is alright. Really? Wukong. If you have the time to come here, first add to yourself the resourcefulness to find a bride. What? It's Tota. It's Tota. Hey, wait! It's not good if you're not training diligently. Yeah, don't worry. They cut him out from Camelot because of that, apparently. Nessa. No way. You're not the Crown Prince Nessa. I wonder if Heavenly King Li Jing is taking care of himself. Oh well, but Wukong isn't here. I swear that's true. By some chance, are you minding about the fact that you lost to Wukong? Ah, you didn't change at all. You're cute. Li Shuwen. You handled an excellent spear. I wonder if you can teach me your moves. You want me to teach you? Gone? Asterios. Yes, you're sort of alright. There. Aww. I can see her like just patting Asterios, man. Comment from Israel concerning the feminization of there we have something about this, I hope. Sounds like there's a drama masterpiece where Xuanzang was performed by Miss Natsuma Masako, so it was difficult producing a character image, and it resulted in us urging back and forth, making me think up to 3 or 4 draft plans. Although there are some divine articles as well as even more giant Chinese characters, the final product is as you see, and it was also then when I drew her that I at last understood why this design pattern was chosen when playing the scenario. Although I aim to draw a character I want to be preaching, I certainly not know that she would be preaching physically. Are you talking about Martha? Okay, so the only reason for that to happen is because a female. I guess that is something at least. It feels a little bit far-fetched, but okay. Let's see what they write. I hope we get her disciples one day, but I guess that's which. Yes, I agree. I want her disciples. And monks and Buddhas wear bikinis now. I say the same thing. Something is a bit too intense for me, to be honest. And honestly, I don't remember much of her in the game. I don't remember. I just remember she being lost, to be honest. Between I never really paid attention to her, so it was a huge shock to me when I noticed the size of her hair, which make her head look like a melon beneath all the hair. I also noticed the swirl in the ends of her right now. I've seen it. Yeah, same here, man. Seriously. I think she would look great in modern clothing. Yeah, most likely. Can you imagine me saying good things about a female character in a glorified bikini? Shockers. Funnily enough, my alignment is true neutral towards her, until the fate day when she decided to cockblock my Merlin in the GSS. Oh, yeah, that's cruel, man. That's cruel. Yeah, she has big hair, big hat, and the swirls. As I said, that was the first time I never noticed that. And as I said, her designs, I think, if it had been for the very fact, like, oh, full bikini showing, like, literally they have her design showing her, like, bikini bottom and the bikini boobs and all of that, you know. And I find it a little bit, yeah, how horny are you guys? But other than that, I think she's an okay character. I haven't really have too much memory of her in the games. I mean, I remember in Camelot, but most of the time there she was lost, crying, and told about her like to fucking help her. But I would love to see something more, and of course the event, Yonrei to the West. But I would actually love to see her and like her disciples, like Wukong and gang. That would be cool, man. Why don't we get that in the game? Seriously. I think that would be amazing. But I guess we won't get that in the near future. So we're going to continue to the next one, which is Minamoto no Raiko. Mama Raiko, indeed. And her balloon boobies. I mean, I will say, I like Raiko in general. It's just that I'm actually like, it looks so balloonish with her boobs, man. And her head feels so small when I think about it. She has a very small head. Her boobs are pretty much bigger than her head. But I do like her. That is some really. That is a really cool Nagidata thing there. And katana, the bow. I would love to see these 4 heavenly kings. I mean, we have Kintoki, but there are 3 others, right? Holy moly, what is wrong with her fucking back? Yikes. That my fucking god. That is yikes. That looks painful as fuck. Not only that, but her proportions is like massive ass, massive tits, yeah, barely any stomach, and a very, very curved spine. Ooh, I realized the balls there on the end of the katana. That's pretty neat. God damn, that just hurts to seeing the man. Source, historical fact, Otogi Sushi, Fairy Tale Books, Taiheki, Asuma Kagami, the true form of the Ushigosen, 175, oh, she's pretty tall. Character voice, Tomatsu Haruka. Strength C, that feels very low. I would expect higher. Oh, Paramount is A rank in the game. Okay, that's a very big contrast from A to C. I'm just saying. Constitution B, Agility D, Magic Power A, Luck C, Noble Fantasy A+. Magic resistant D. Nova's magecraft spells that were done in one step, single action. And magical. Oh my god, cat! Of the same degree as an amulet that rejects magical energy. If Raiko was an original class, she would possess B rank magic resistance, but as a result of her attribute being changed, it had been ranked down. If she was in her original class, what is her original class? Saber? That would be cool to see. Madness Enhancement EX, a skill that strengthens one physical abilities in exchange for their sense of reason. In Raiko's case, her reason is not lost, and there's... What is the reason? What is it? Okay. And the state of being remains as original intellectual self. What is it? Oh my fucking god. However, with the impurity of her own blood, her mental became morally broken because of the manifestation of maternal love that is so far as abnormal. She will eliminate everyone who, for the sake of her beloved ones, and she will protect them fanatically. While talking of proper love, she does not hold sight of social morals if it's... oh yeah, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Okay, we're talking about proper love. She has no moral for the sake of love. Proper moral, all kinds of the... That is to say, she's mentally ill. That is a loaded question. She draws a line from other Berserk by not letting others be on the verge of truly perceiving that broken side of hers. Fundamentally, pursuing her or making her correct her ways is impossible. Okay, yeah, she is obviously very... That, but yeah, of course she has a her reason because... you know, the entire Berserker thing kind of changed and all that. I think this is kind of more interesting in that regard, and then just a Berserker literally roaring like roar. That Berserkers like literally, they're, they, you know, they kind of like, they kind of power up a trait, you know. Doesn't need to be a rage, but in this case it's like motherly love. And she has to go fucking bonkers about that one. Riding A+, one can freely... Oh shit! Except Dragon. Raiko being able to ride it because of the deity goes to Tenno. What? Divinity C. Raiko was born as the heaven sent child of Ghost of Tenno, so she possesses divinity skill. Damn. Personally, Eternal Martial Arts Master A+. The dexterity of combat arts performed to the extreme. Prevents the degradation of fighting skills no matter what kind of circumstances, even if Raiko loses her armaments. Magical Burst Lightning. Because Ghost of Tenno is the incarnation of Taishakuten, the god of Indra. Minamoto no Raiko possesses the power of the Kitano Tanji Raijin as a servant. She has experienced as a magical Berserker. I kind of like this idea, actually, magic burst, like, unlike Saber with, like, flames, this is, like, lightning instead. Mystery Slayer A. How Raiko was declared the strongest Mystery Slayer of the Heian period, becoming a skill. It works with particular effectiveness as anti-mystery. Damn. Goho Shorai Tenmo Kai. The Ox-King Storm called Heaven's Vengeance is slow yet sure. B++, anti-army, targets 200 people. Ah, no! Getting sapped, man. Ghost of Tenno, who is the source of Raiko's demonic nature's strange form, has his divine messenger, the Ox, or possibly the Ushi-Oni, temporarily summoned by Raiko, and Raiko eradicates the enemy camp together with his being. The armament and materials by means of thunder are the weapons that symbolize the souls of her subordinates, the four heavenly kings. By taking in the sublimation of Raiko's episode where she exterminated the powerful Ushi-Oni, the destruction power of the divine messenger also rises above its original might. I kind of feel bad for the Ox, man. Like, moo, and then he get like murdered with everyone else. That's gonna suck. Personality: an elegant, virtuous, and glamorous woman in the prime of her youth. While a cool-headed military woman, Raiko is also a beautiful woman overflowing with tolerance, surely the persecution of maternal love. Though that is not how she is right now, because she is a literally berserker. Isn't that the personality we should go for? Raiko is a diligent career soldier, but she becomes a dawning crybaby prone to worrying when concerning matters related to Kentucky. As a matter of fact, she is passive and introverted. Although she is seen as a person with good sense to make peace pleasant for everyone, because her true nature, a nature mixed with a divinity, is inhuman, She grasped everything in the overlooking manner, as well as in a big picture perspective. On the other hand, her affection toward those she came to like is strong, becoming an embodiment of maternal love that makes the world her enemy if they forsake of her for her lover, for her child. For her, a lover is equal to her own child. That's kinky. Raiko herself does not really notice how out of sync that way of perceiving things is. During moments where she looked after Kintoki, Raiko would not say that she had said before Kintoki, I will discipline you not as your older sister, but as your mother, among other things. The author, first person pronoun towards Kintoki became a first person pronoun mother. Okay. Since her birth, Raiko continually suffered for she had thought of herself as something closer to a demon. Even if she had the blood of a god, blood of her devotion, such as responding to the expectations of her father and defending imperial capital, she constantly bearing a viewpoint that I'm not a human being. She cannot live as a human being, and yet she also cannot live as a demonic being. The curse of being a half-blood sucks. For that sort of Raikou, encountering with Sakata Kintoki, who has been backing her up as one of her guardians, and who possessed similar mixed race origin, much like herself, albeit weaker than her own, grew to be a little salvation for her. Raikou swore, although I cannot become familiar with you as an older sister, I will discipline you as a mother. And that was also for the sake of not letting Kintoki be exposed to the experience of the same solitude she had suffered. To her father, she was thrown away as unnecessary, and for Raiko, she did not experience maternal love, but a day of disciplining Kintoki as a substitute parent for her only human days. Oh, it's a bit sad. Dude. Seriously though, that is probably what, when you're like thinking of like half-elves and stuff like that, half-orcs in D&D and the role-playing game, they tend to get shafted pretty hard because, they're not humans, but you're not elf or orc or whatever either. Like, you belong nowhere. Damn it. Go on, people. Don't be like that. That's ignorance. Such days were also the bygone days, and one day Kintoki became an adult. Oh shit. A new demon appeared in the Imperial's capital. That was Shudendoji. Boasting freedom as a demonic being and doing as she liked, Shudendoji enjoyed herself in the world of humans. And that very state was what she wanted to be. Disdain, envy, jealousy, yearning. For Raiko, Shudendoji was a close stranger who's mixed up her feelings just like that. As for Raiko herself, she did not assail Shudendoji aggressively compared to the other criminals. Because of the time, she asserted that Shudendoji was an acquaintance of Kintoki from his childhood days. Yeah. Motive attributes towards Master. As far as Raiko is concerned, the Master who become her contract is an earnest salvation that appeared in the darkness. Continuing from Kintoki, she sees her Master as a person who she was fated to meet, someone who has accepted and contracted with her as a demonic being. Speaking of that dotting, it is as fierce as it can be. However, given that she has a strong desire to monopolize them, she will press a question with a sick look as if she has suffered from one being unfaithful to her, and she will cry immediately if she sees a master averting their gaze. Yeah, that's a bit scary. Speaking of her maternal love, it gives off an impression of thoughtfulness, but her maternal love goes way too far, becoming a conversation of the child in her own possession and snatching away all of their freedom and future. Although Raiko's affection are at the stage of insanity, Raiko's own high intelligence and strong sense of reason does not make this aspect be noticed much, as such. Even though the people in the vicinity as well as Raikou, as to Raiko herself. Okay. Oh. A little bit crazy. Speech example. I'm called Minamoto no Raiko. While I'm not yet competent in state to act in the position of a general, I request that you treat me well, please. Oh dear, since you're not sure, you have become so bloody. What? Oh, you're an eyesore during a moment of heavy malice. If you're such a thing, I might cry. Crying soon. What fault did mother seem them to do? Damn, seriously, this is a lot of info here on her. That's interesting. Oh yeah. Why? A figure of the 10th and 11th century, born as the eldest son. So yeah, why is Raiko female here? I don't know. Minamoto no Raiko is a figure who contributed to the development of the entire Seiwa Genji line as the founder of the Setsu Genji branch. He's also the strong mystery slayer of the Heian period who destroyed many monstrosities such as Shudendoi of Mount Oe, the giant spider of the imperial capital, and Ushi Oni of Senjui Temple, leading his subordinate who is known as Raiko's four heavenly kings, Watanabe no Tsuna, Sakata Kontoki, Urabe no Suitake, and Usui Sadamitsu. He continued to protect the peace of the capital. Naturally, he's a male in historical fact. So, why is Raiko a female here? I'm not entirely sure. It feels like a very far left field, you know, that making them a female and dotting supermother. Maybe there's something here. Old Yonrei, the true form of Ushigosen. Minamoto no Mitsunaka's child, who was born of the heaven-sent child of Gosu Tenno, was left in the care of a temple as an unwanted child and was raised in secret because of his abnormal birth, being child of an Oni. Yeah, that do suck. In occasion of turning 15 years old, the unwanted child gave himself the name Ushigosen, and he built up a demonic country for himself as Susugamori Shinagawa. The one whom departed to exterminate him was Minamoto no Raiko, a samurai who has the same father as him, and the four heavenly kings who were commanded by Raiko. Meanwhile, it was Sakata Kentoko who decided on his mind to save only Ushigosen's life during extermination any way possible. Yo, yeah, I remember that in the event. Oh yeah, wasn't Ushigosen there, like taking control over Raiko? I think it was something like that, right? Away from the capital for a mission, Kintoki proceeded toward Ushigosen's base instead of for negotiation, but the negotiation broke down. Ushigosen's subordinates were then closed in and destroyed by Raiko as well by the four heavenly kings whom were all accompanied Kintoki well hidden. Oh man, back attack! That's mean. Already up to this point, Gosen entered the Asakusa River, Sumesida River, and he will grow into the shape of a huge ox. Damn. With a bodily height of approximately 10 shaku. Over 3 meters. That's a big bull, man. Before he would spout water at enemy armies, drowning many people to death. A big bull water gun? Sounds like a fucking water slide. Ushigosen noticed that the figure of the four heavenly king were not in sight among the enemy ranks, so he broke into a gallop toward enemy camp, took along 7 brawly samurais and 8 horsemen with him against their will, and left these words behind as he submerged to the bottom of Asakusa River. In a short span of time, I will become thunderhead toward the capital. That sounds bad. That sounds like bullshit. The episode regarding Raiko's half-brother. Although he is precisely Raiko's younger brother, there is a fear that he was thought to be a woman because of the name Gosen. The Ushi Oni is a monster possessed by the special characteristic of frequently taking on the form of a woman. And the Ushi Oni also appeared before Minamoto and Raiko in taking the form of his mother. In addition, Ushi Gosen is an avatar of Gosu Tenno, and Gosu Tenno is the incarnation of Taiko. Wait! Are you meaning that the reason why Raiko is a female is because his half-brother has a female? Dude, okay. Of all fucking far-fetched things, that is probably one of the most far-fetched things I ever seen. Because, holy moly, that is insanely far-fetched. Am I the only one that think that? Oh yeah, his half-brother has a woman's name. And you know, the Ushiones have a special characteristics where he's taking form of a woman. So, yeah, that applies to Raiko as well. That is so weird, man. They couldn't they just make... Okay, I mean... Oh, Lord. In this work, Raiko appears as a woman. This person is a true figure of Minamoto no Raiko, and Ushigosen is the younger sister of Minamoto. Older. What? Huh? Is it a... No, is it... I legit, I don't know any longer what is real and not in this fucking game, man. The way these things came from an interpretation, Minamoto no Mitsunuga's daughter, who was born as the heaven child of Gosu Tenno, was left in care of temple as a male, and was raised in secret because of her abnormal birth, being an only child. On occasion of turning 15-year-old, she was brought back to the capital to play an active role, being gifted the name Minamoto no Raiko. Her name was established as a military commander who, on the surface, drove away as many mysteries, taking on the beginning, in the beginning Ushi Oni, who's close to her in this sense. Okay, so they kind of, is this a real story, or had they like kind of combined with things? This is actually more interesting in my opinion. Consequently, the episode of the life and death struggle between Minamoto no Raiko and the demonic Ushigosen, Sakata Kintoki protecting Ushigosen, would fall into a predicament of being driven into corner, etc., as depicted in the true form of Ushigosen, were somewhat actually speaking of the events of the conflict within herself, for the purpose of launching herself to the center stage of history as a central figure of the Minamoto clan. Minamoto no Raiko was attempted to detach Ushigosen from his definition is I can't speak. The aspect of her demonic nature / strange form. Speaking of modern era, the land that corresponded to Tokyo was the Raikou contended against her tempestuous self by means of a deep meditation. Raiko faced with Ushigosen, the demon inside her, and Ushigosen finally separated from Raiko, manifesting as an avatar of Gosu Tenno. The sky became a storm, the thunder roared chaotically, and the earth broken apart. Together with the four heavenly kings, Raiko was to kill herself in order to defeat this being. That's a little bit weird. Ah, yes, I'm here to kill myself! Ha! Got you! Like Life of Brian, man. Given the situation, it became obvious the reason was for Sakata Kintoki to start protecting Ushigosen in the middle of this battle. Kintoki pondered about Raiko, his substitute parent, when he was being brought up, and I understand that killing Ushigosen would also kill Raiko, as the two are linked. In order to save Raiko, Kintoki needs to kill Ushigosen, while keeping her alive. In other words, preaching the power of the love between parent and child, he so to the conclusion that Ushigosen was sealed, returned back inside of Raiko. The power of love! The power between the parent and the child, only seen in Harry Potter! Something like that. Connected with other character, Kintoki. Kintoki. You still have a gram of rice on your cheek, forever a child. Should know you're being an insect. An insect. Oh man, she get even harder. Hasana surrendered. Why I have not acknowledged insect? Then I should consider you as just a right proxy insect repellent. Okay, so you're literally using Serenity as an insect repellent? Damn. Ushi goes, excuse me, what kind of taste does it seem to be? Someone on my no comments. Let's see. From commenter, from Miss Raika stuffed the plant of confidence into her lovely self. So making her figure similar to a model that turned into non-Japanese in appearance, making her outfit look erotic, despite showing little skin and export. Yeah, you literally went Taki Soul Calibur, you know, like a super tight fit, like second layer skin that made as well make her be naked. Making her maternal love that doesn't want any reward as well, making her show her jealousy in a small amount, and so forth. That's a lot of things you try to cram into that picture. Although she has a swung towards the maternal love aspect quite considerably since implementation, if you really have something for a huge breast, you also love the motion of her breast shaking every single way. She's got the ace of Mike Chaldea, but it's amusing that normally is so dignified. I can get behind that. At least they are honest about one of the things here. You like big boobs? Don't worry, we got you covered! And let's see, Potato. If anyone is imaginative enough, they will know my opinion on her. I want to see all her retainers other than Kentucky on FGO. I love the design of their weapon illustrated. Yeah, I would love to see her, the other four Heavenly Kings, and their weapons looks amazing, man. I do like Raiko in general, though. Because I think she's an interesting way, like turning a Berserker, like just like Nightingale, instead of like just the classic, rah, you know, angry, shouting, like wah. Instead, like they are like having this kind of Very, very strong personality, extreme personality. Though this image kind of concerns me a little bit, like snap. Yeah. Still, I think she's an okay character. She's one of the Berserkers I would like to get in the future, because she's pretty bonkers. But yes, that is FGO Thirstday of today. Which makes sense, hopefully. And I will be back next week with more FGO Thirstday. So thank you for watching. See you later. And have a continued super great day.